morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you happen to be watching this. Welcome back to episode 4 of Saving Sunderland, the FM mini-series challenge. You know how it is by now. 9 games to give Sunderland an opportunity of staying up. So far, we are 1 point better off than what the real life team was because we've collected 4 points from our previous 3 games. So we lost to Preston on the opening game. We then beat Derby County and then drew against Sheffield Wednesday. We're now up against another Yorkshire team in Leeds United today. In real life, Sunderland managed to collect a 1-1 draw, so as long as we match that result or do better, we're still ahead of the current crop of Sunderland players. So, as you can see from the league table, we are 5 points adrift from the rest of the team. So normally 4 points from 3 games, I'd be quite happy with that as a relegation team, but because we haven't given ourselves long to stay up, it's still a massive ask. In terms of previous results that have happened during the week, Reading managed to somehow collect a 3-3 draw against Aston Villa, so they are now on 38 points. So still only 2 adrift, or 2 ahead rather, but that's still a very, very good point. And Birmingham did beat Bolton, so the result I wanted did happen, which is great, but it just means that, to be honest, unless we win, none of this really matters, because now, other than our game, a massive game has also taken place today in the fact that Birmingham are playing against Burton. So if Birmingham can win, they move on to 39 points and could drag a lot of teams into it. But again, we've got to get something from this game against Leeds United. So, with all that being said, let's get over to Elland Road now and hear the team news. Yes, thank you very much, DJ. And here we are with the team news for today. We've got Robin Reuter in goal, Jones, Kone, Wilson and Oviedo in the back 4. Catamol is playing in midfield with Paddy Bagnaire and Jaria. And the real 2 changes come up top. He's obviously going for a bit more pace here today. It's Callum McManaman and Azoro to partner Gooch in a front 3. Now, obviously with McManaman and Azoro, he's looking for a little bit more directness and a little bit more pace because Ashley Fletcher drops down to the bench and he's joined by Kazenga Lawalawa, Aidan McGeady, Jack Rodwell, Galloway, Browning and Steele. So there's plenty of options from the bench if he needs it. Sticking with the same formation, just going with a little bit more pace in and amongst the team. Now with the Leeds lineup, they look like they're going to be going with a 4-4-2 with Vildval in goal with Luke Ayling, Pontus Jansson, Cooper and De Bock as a back 4. It's Alioski, Anita, Forshaw and Saiz in midfield, and also Roof and Lazorga up top as well. So it's going to be very, very interesting to see how Sunderland can break down this 4-4-2. But the players are now coming out of the tunnel, so let's get down to pitch side for the kickoff. Thank you very much, commentating Guy, and the game has kicked off. It looks like Leeds are going to be on the attack straight away. But, as I said, big game down at the bottom. Burton and Birmingham are playing against each other, so we're going to keep an eye on that result. But, more importantly, let's go out there and attack this game from the off. Now, 25 minutes in, and there's only been one sort of half chance, but it's just been a complete wild shot wide. So I don't know if I'm going to be including it, but I'm just going to go back to retaining possession. We're not keeping the ball at all well. We're losing it at every opportunity, and it's not been a great half. We've finally had a shot on target, and this is interesting. Saiz has got an injury, and Lazorga has now got an injury, but they bring on Tyler Roberts, so we could do something in this game, but it's going all the way through to half time, and oh no, not another highlightless half. Oh my days, a highlight finally, right before half time. Who's it going to go for? Cooper's on the ball for them, into Forshaw. He looks up, plays it to Anita, and they're quite content just to keep the ball here. To be honest, as long as they're passing amongst their back four, I'm not bothered. Right, Catamore intersects Bagnaire to Ajaria. Looks to play the long ball up to Azoro, and Bagnaire just collects the flick on. He's got to have some options running around him. Ajaria collects the ball now. What can he create? Out to Oviedo on the left-hand side. This is good. Right. Down the wing to McManaman. Put in a decent ball. Azoro. That's not going to count. That's not going to count, unfortunately. You can see it already. The assistant hasn't moved, and McManaman has been adjudged to push... What? Really? McManaman pushed someone, but he was the one that put the ball in the box. How does that work? Oh, I think we've been disallowed a wrong goal there. I don't... Oh, I don't know. But, half-time, 0-0. I am not... I'm just going to say, I know a lot of you were keen to avenge Leeds. I don't know why. Oh, yeah, it was 2-0 in the last game. I do know that because I put the stat up just beforehand. So, tactics-wise, am I going to change anything? No, not for the time being. I'm going to keep things as they are and just see how we do with the first few minutes of the second half. As I said, we've got 3 players that we can bring on from an attacking standpoint to change the game. So at this point, because of the fact that they've got Saiz injured and also Lasonga as well, who's gone off injured, I'm relatively happy with how the first half has gone. Well, from a Leeds perspective, I'm very happy. But with us, we need to do a little bit more. The Burton and Birmingham game is 0-0. Any other significant results? Reading are drawing 1-1 with Preston. And I don't think there are any other results that I ideally need to keep a hold of other than the fact that Bolton are drawing against Derby. So that will be a very good point for them. But let's get into the second half. Come on, boys. A little bit more about us. A little bit more going forward. Corner for Leeds. Saiz clear it. Kone does clear it, but not very far. Only goes as far as Roof. Puts the ball back into the middle. Roberts. He's hit the bar. Oh, and Jansen's tapped it in, but is it offside? The assistant's not moving. That means it is going to be offside. Pontus Jansen. Up yours. Azoro's now injured. No! Right. That is not good news. Fletcher is going to have to go up front as a target man. Oh, that's the worst news that we could possibly have. He's been quality for us so far in these 3 games. But Kemar Roof has just gone off as well. So they've made all 3 substitutions down to 3 injuries. Right, we need to make some sort of an impact on here. Let's bring on Aidan McGeady for now. McManaman's not having a good game either, so I'm going to wait till 80 minutes and then we will bring on Kazenga Lawalawa. Right, 10 minutes to go. Here we go. Final substitution of the game. Kazenga Lawalawa is going to come on and we are going to go clearing balls to flanks. Not going to hit early crosses, but more direct passing to space. And we want to run at the defence. We've got to get our wingers more involved in this game. Come on, boys. 5 minutes of injury time left. I don't think anything else is going to happen. If nothing happens in these next 30 seconds, that's the second 0-0 draw I've uploaded. But Roberts is on the ball now. He puts the ball into the middle. Wilson clears. Ajaria just flicks it on. This is going to be the second 0-0 in a row that I upload to the channel. But I asked you guys and you wanted a game-by-game basis to get more in depth, was the feedback that I had from you guys. So that is what we're going to do. Only a few seconds left. The referee's just going to have to blow his whistle any moment now. Just defend this last bit. Reuter comes and collects it. And there it is. Full time. Again, we're still doing better than what they are in real life. But because other results are going against us as well, we're not gaining any traction. But it's 0-0. Let's go and have a look at the league table and find out how we've actually properly got on. Oh, Azoro's out for 4 weeks with ligaments, ankle ligament damage. Bro, I know your pain. I feel you. That's what I'm out injured with at the moment myself. Oh, that's frustrating. Right, we've got 3 days before we come up against Norwich City, my team. So I'm going to give these guys 2 days break to recover from that. And let's have a look at some of these other results. So, Burton beat Birmingham 1-0. So they move above them now onto 37 points. Brentford's not important. Right, Derby ended up beating Bolton 3-0. That's a massive result. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant for us. Hull drew 0-0. They're far away now with QPR. Middlesbrough, no, that's not important. No. Reading beat Preston 2-1. So they're now on 41 points. So it looks potentially like it's a 4-horse race between Bolton, Burton, Birmingham and Sunderland. Right, we have got Norwich next time around, and that's a Tuesday night game. And everyone else is playing as well. So, this is where it's starting to get interesting. We are right in the mix now. We need to get a win. It's all well and good picking up these draws, and yes, it's been nice to have a little bit of an unbeaten run. We've got the defence now sorted. From the opening game, I've managed to change it around so that defensively we're very, very solid. But now it's resulted in the fact that we're not creating enough. So that's something I've now got to work on in these next few days. But we've got Norwich, and then it's an absolutely massive game against Reading, and then Burton Albion. So this is really starting to heat up now. I know the result hasn't been fantastic and the gameplay hasn't been brilliant, but please hit the like button and comment on what we can do from an attacking point of view, and also subscribe for some absolutely massive games that are going to be coming up on the challenge. That would really, really mean a lot. But it's building momentum, and I'm happy that we're moving in some sort of right direction. But as I said, hit the like button, comment, subscribe, all that kind of jazz. And thank you very much for your recent support. We're nearly at 500 subscribers. That really does mean an awful lot. But until we see each other next time, as always on the channel though, adios.